guys, what's up? So, we're back for war number 10. This warrior, we're up against this ally named DPShow. I think they're called Deadpool Show. So we're starting off on Pat 9. The first thing I want to do is I want to apply Odin pre-fights, because all my fights this war are with ghosts. So the first fight we have is a stealthy on Hazard Shift. It's nothing too difficult. I basically took the same exact note. I think it was on the note above it, but it was a stealthy, and the only reason why it went wrong last time is because I got parried. So this time, all I want to do is phase his double mediums, get to my SP2, drop it, and kill him. So next we have this Domino, right? So what I want to do is I want to apply a Power Start 1 for this fight, the next fight, and hopefully the one right after that too. All in 3 minutes. I thought I could do it, but I wasn't able to, because this fight took longer than I thought. And that's because it's Domino, anything can go wrong. So in this fight, many things went wrong. The first thing that went wrong that she failed so many of my phases. Like, I think she failed almost 50% of my phases. Next thing that went wrong was she also failed like I think 2 or 3 of my specials. And because of that, I wasn't able to, like, the power back booster, right? It wasn't able to come into effect because, like, I didn't get any crits. This fight, what I should have done, right, was I should have played a bit more cautious. Like, when I had those incinerates or poisons on me, right? I shouldn't have let those stack. I should have at least had like 1 or 2 on me and just wait till I get my face back. So I think there's a point when I had like 4 or 5 or 6 of them, and then my ghost started ticking down so fast. So after the Domino, we have this Vision Orchestra and Hazard Shift. People place them here to counter Ghost, but if you play safely and know what you're doing, you can easily take this fight with Ghost. So what you want to do, ideally, is you want to do 1 or 2 hits into him, and go back into your phase. The main thing is don't get an armor break on you, or your phase is not going to work. So right now what I'm trying to do is I built to my SP2, I drop it, and it should kill. His health isn't too high. So, coming up, we have this Apocalypse and EMP mod, Dynamite and Aspect of Evolution. I took the same fight last war and I only lost, I think, 2 or 3% health with my ghost. But this time, it went so wrong. The first thing that went wrong was, right when I went to hit him back, right? It's like he attacked a second after, or I think I was just late into phasing him. That's the first thing that went wrong. The second thing that went wrong is this. My whole SP2 missed. It's either that the AI was just too good for me, or I threw it too early. And now what makes this fight painful, right, is that it's hard for me to build power because I keep losing it due to me gaining buffs. Like my dexterity or the cruelties Ghost gets. I think the only reason why I survived this fight was because of Odin. He gives me a pre-fight where I take less shock damage. If it weren't for him, the shocks would have definitely killed me. And now in this fight, I'm slowly ticking down and I'm doing damage to him at the same time. So it's basically who kills each other first. And you see what I did there? I had to dexterity there, or he would have gone unblockable. I'm trying to parry his beams to minimize damage. I know how to full dex his specials, but in war I don't want to risk it. The gap is getting smaller and smaller. I'm at 22%, he's at 5%. He really likes throwing these SP1s. 15%, almost there. Damn. And this fight should have gone smooth, but it depends on the AI you get. Now we're coming upon Patch 2 Section 2. I have Thor Ragnarok and a Green Goblin. Basically, both of these nodes, all they really do is they lower your block efficiency. I've taken both of them quite a few times with Ghost. It's really nothing too difficult, because all you do with Ghost is you rely on your phase, you don't really rely on your block. If you want to make your life easier, chuck on a power booster and a PS1 and the fight would go even faster. For this goblin, it went super fast. I think the only thing that went wrong was when one of my SP2, like the third hit didn't hit. It's just like I feel like I'm throwing my my SP2 a bit too late or something. Like, watch what happens here. I throw it. I thought it would kill, but no, that whiffed. He comboed me. I dropped to like 38%. But I killed him. Next special. Not the biggest deal, I can always heal up, especially with all the compensation they give. Final fight of the war, I have this Mangog boss. We left Hazard Shift up so that Ghost can take it even easier. During this fight in the future, I would change up a few of my boosts that I use. Next, instead of 150%, I would use 200%. And I would also use one of those tech greater special boosters, I think. Just so that my SP2s hit harder. This fight was painful. Like, the number of the different types of combos he used, right? He kept using heavy attacks, cornering me. He kept using double mediums. And then, for a few of my specials, right? He wouldn't, I barely got any incinerated poison. Then my SP2s wouldn't really hit that hard. Another thing was that he really didn't like throwing his SP1. He kept going to SP2. And oh my god, that block damage. Watch this. That's almost like 20% of my health gone. Oh boy. Now I'm getting cornered. I throw my SP3 to make space. And he keeps doing double mediums into me right after this, right? Or it's, I think, heavies. And because of that, I really can't attack into him. And then, sooner or later, I get cornered. Like, what does he say? Come on. Now he's about to whip another fat one on me. My health's getting low. I try and build up to another SP2, but I just only have one Fury. Sadly. Our health boards are looking pretty even. Oh no, he's at 9 hatred right now. Get one more, he's unstoppable. I have to throw my special attack here. I'm spamming my screen, but it doesn't register. And then I die. So that was my second death of the season. I don't want to blame the AI for me dying. I should have boosted bigger. But it's unfortunate. So I heal up and I finish the mango. Nothing too difficult. This war we only died 6 times, which is great. They died, I think, 13 or 14 times, because they still had 3 more fights when I took the screenshot. And at the BG we died 2 times. Sadly, I was one of them. But we have 2 more wars. Hopefully, we clutch these last 2 wars, we win them, and we get P1. Hopefully we get another donut.